Hello everyone, how are you all? Greetings from IPS family. Welcome to another class of English. Last time we have completed with our first chapter, fruits and vegetables in the main course book. Now today we are going to start with the grammar portion. Let's check what is there as a chapter. Our first chapter is sentence. What you all can see on the screen? Yes, you all know what are these. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. These all are alphabets of English. And how many total alphabets of English are there? 26 alphabets. And from these alphabets we are going to make words. Now what you can see on the screen? Words. And how we have made the words? We have made the words from the alphabets. Like B-O-Y. Boy. Boy is a word. G-I-R-L. Girl. Word. B-I-C-Y-C-L-E. Bicycle. D-O-L-L. Doll. T-R-E-E. Tree. C-A-T. Cat. So these all are the words which are made from alphabets. Now look at these words. Flowers, their, garden, the, are, in. All these words, does they are making any kind of sense or giving any kind of meaning to you? No. They are not giving any kind of meaning to you. Now look at these words. There are flowers in the garden. Now this is called a sentence. Why it is called a sentence? Because they are giving you a proper meaning. So when the words are arranged in the proper order, they will give you a proper sense or proper meaning. Now let us discuss what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that express a complete thought. So here in the second sentence, there are flowers in the garden. They are giving you a proper thought, proper view and a proper sense, meaningful sense. So these are a sentence. A sentence must have a subject and a predicate. So a sentence must have a subject and a predicate. Now you must be thinking what is a subject and what is a predicate. So check it out with the help of the example. See the examples. The boys are playing cricket. Now what we are talking about? We are talking about boys. So here we are talking about boys. So boys will become our subject. And what we are talking about the boys? They are playing cricket. So that will become predicate. So sentence is divided into two. One is your subject and one is your predicate. A sentence is incomplete when any of these two things is missing. Let us take another example to know subject and predicate in a better way. Here the sentence is Prem wrote a letter to his friend. Now We are talking about whom? We are talking about whom? Yes, we are talking about Prem. And what he has done? What we are talking about him? That he has wrote a letter to his friend. So your subject is Prem and your predicate will become wrote a letter to his friend. Now you have understood what is the difference between a subject and a predicate, and a sentence does not get complete when the subject or predicate is not there or is missing. Let's do some exercise. You have to identify the sentence, whether they are a sentence or not. First one, birds are. First is giving you any kind of sense or any kinds of meaning? No. Only two words, that is also not properly arranged. So, no sense. So, it is not a sentence. Now, see second one. This is my new dress. This is a sentence? Yes. Why it is a sentence? Because it is giving you a proper meaning. And it is also at the same time having a subject and a predicate. Can you give what is a subject in a sentence? Here the subject is dress. We are talking about dress. And what we are talking about the dress? That this is my new dress. We are talking that dress is new. So that will become your predicate. So this one is your complete sentence. See third one. A cat likes fish. What is the subject here? What we are talking about? We are talking about cat. And what he likes to eat? It likes to eat fish. That will become your predicate. So this sentence is a complete sentence because it is having a subject and a predicate, and it gives you a proper meaning. Again see fourth one. My father and mother. Does it giving you a proper meaning? Any kind of sense? No. Here also predicate is missing. Only my father and mother is given, but a sentence is incomplete, not at all finished. So it is also not a sentence. Now see fifth one. Read books like I do. It is also not giving you any kind of sense. Only jumbled words are given. Can you change it into a proper sentence? Yes. I like to read books. So, fifth sentence is not a complete sentence. It is not giving you a proper meaning. When you arrange the words, then it will give you a proper sentence. Now arrange it like I have done. I like to read books. So this was our exercise. Try to do some of the exercises from your old books. You must be having the old books. So do that exercise again. Now points which are needed for a sentence. We must remember certain points for making a sentence. First one is sentence must begin with a capital letter. So whenever you are writing a sentence, it must start with a capital letter. A sentence must end with a full stop or a question mark. So in the end, you must put a full stop when a sentence is telling you something. When the sentence is telling you something, then put a full stop at the end. When the sentence is asking you something, then put a question mark. Third is a sentence must have subject and a predicate. Just now we have done what is a subject and what is a predicate. So for making a sentence, it must have subject and predicate. These 3 points for writing a sentence, you must remember all these 3 points. Let us revise these 3 points again. Sentence must begin with a capital letter. Sentence must end with a full stop or a question mark. Sentence must have a subject and a predicate. Revise this. Now I have prepared a worksheet for you all. In that a question is given and few sentences are given. You have to change the sentences in a proper order. First one is India is my motherland. The question is you have to rewrite the sentences with the capital letters, full stop, and when there is a question mark, put the question mark, or whenever there is a full stop, write the full stop. But India is my motherland. Harsha is my best friend. Does your school reopen in June? January is the coldest month of the year. Now see this third sentence. Does your school reopen in June? Here you know the point. First point what we did for making a sentence, that you must start with a capital letter. So here does, D is in small letter. So what you will write? D as a capital letter. And this sentence is asking you something. So what you are going to put in the end? You are going to put a question mark in the end. In this way I have given more sentences. Just rewrite these sentences by putting the capital letters. Whenever there is a need for a question mark, put a question mark. Whenever there is a need for a full stop, write the full stop and write the capital letters. Before ending up our class, remember few things. Follow the instructions of your parents. Eat healthy diet. Wash your hands regularly with soap. Take care of your personal hygiene. And stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.